I have received many, many different kinds of phone calls from many different places in over 20 years of practice. But I must say, a recent call really took the cake. Answered my phone and heard a quivering, shaky voice on the other end saying, "I got him. I caught him, Sheila. I finally have proof." Excuse me, beg your pardon? I said, "I got him. I finally have proof." Proof of what? He's cheating. I'm watching him right now. I'm behind the bushes watching him. Behind the bushes where? Where are you, dear? He's with his girlfriend. I'm at her house. I'm behind the bushes. I'm looking in a window. Okay. You need to get in your car. Very quietly, discreetly, you need to get in your car now. Be very careful and quiet. And go home. Go home now. Call me when you get home. That's a condensed version of that conversation. And thankfully, she did make it home okay. And I get a chance to touch base with her shortly after. Series of questions, rather lengthy exchange, but one answer that she gave really stood out for me when I said, besides hiding in the bushes in the middle of the night, where has this relationship taken you? And she said, it has taken me so far from who and what I am. This is not representative of who I am as a woman, who I am spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. And I just cannot believe I've been reduced to this. And I can echo her assessment of herself. Brilliant woman, beautiful lady, hard worker, professional, nearly at the pinnacle, actually, of her profession. And reduced to squatting behind bushes with a binocular, looking through a window, watching her husband cheat on her. Now, my message is very simple. Yes, that was a compromise situation, but I would submit that the hiding behind the bushes, that's not the issue or when the problem started. The problem started when you even have to go there emotionally, when you even have to consider the proposition of spying in your relationship, because there's such a lack of trust and there's such a lack of camaraderie and intimacy. And I must say that any relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be with a significant other. It could be with a sister. It could be with a friend. It could be with a coworker. But any dynamic that you are in with another human being that takes you so far out of your character, that's when all the red flags, white flags, hot pink flags need to go up. And that's when we stop and do a serious assessment. And the next question is, what am I doing here? And if the circumstance cannot be repaired, addressed, fixed, what have you, put on your running shoes, get as far away as you can so that you can begin the self-care and self-healing process. Relationships do one of two things. Well, I should say they do more than one of two things, but primarily they do one of two things. They bring you into more of who you are in a positive way, or they reveal certain aspects of yourself that needs transformation or that you may not be comfortable with. And many of those relationships that reveal the work that we need to do, the deep work, they are the most trying and challenging. And if we're not paying attention, those can be very dangerous relationships for us, because we go further and further into a spiral further and further separated from who we are. And the greater that separation I feel, the greater the call from our Creator. Wake up. Wake up, young man. Don't you know who you are? Wake up, woman. Do you know who you are? Have you forgotten who you are? And so the further and further we get from ourselves and the reality and the core of who we are, the call gets stronger. And normally when that call gets stronger, it means we're in greater and greater danger. It's like the fire alarms are sounding. So I love it if you do an assessment and a review of all your relationships in the next 48 hours. What's healthy, what's not, what needs to be addressed, what can be repaired, and where you can't, it is okay to set some boundaries. It's okay to set some boundaries to take care of yourself. Thank you so much. This has been Inspirational Shorts with Sheila. I'll connect with you soon.